Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1989 of What You Up To Now. Sneaking a sip of coffee. Talking about today, we're focusing on relationships this month. Relationship goals for this year's annual challenge, the Get Your Goals annual challenge. So today yesterday we picked a relationship, one relationship in our life that we wanted to apply the SOAP framework to. And today we are talking about the S in SOAP, which is your story or your situation. We don't want to just identify what our current story or situation is. We want to identify what our current story and situation is, as well as our desired story and situation. Why? Because that creates a gap. It's like the rubber band effect, where if you snap a rubber band, if you stretch it far enough, at some point you'll let go and it'll snap back on you. This is what we want to do with the power of thinking and goal setting, etc. We want to create that tension between where you are and where you want to go, so that we're automatically pulled toward, I guess I should have put it on the desired state, that rubber band snap. So we snap toward that. It helps us to automatically create some energy around achieving the thing that we want and going from where we are to the desired state, right? This tension forms a gap, and we want to fill that gap with the O, the A, and the P of the SOAP framework. So I picked the relationship with myself, the relationship I have with myself. Why? Because that's one that I for sure want to always be continually improving, and most of us could have a better relationship with ourselves, unless you're a narcissist or something and you think you're the best in the whole wide world and everything that you think is absolutely positively right and the way everybody else should think. You probably have, and guess what, those people need the most self-love and the most personal development and improvement, right? But that's our topic for Get Your Goals annual challenge today. Our idiom to kind of go along with that was to stick to your guns. Now, sticking to your guns means to continue to believe and stick by your beliefs, your core values, your opinion, your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs about something, even if other people disagree with you. Have you ever had anyone disagree with something that you thought was right? And maybe it's right for you, but it's not right for them. But you still get to believe what you believe. You still get to think what you choose to think. That's a pretty powerful statement, right? You get to choose to think and believe your own beliefs. And everybody else, it doesn't really matter what they think. And I found a pretty interesting little article of 5 different tips, and I'm going to use this as I go about my exploration of my relationship goal and apply the SOAP framework. But I thought it was interesting, and I didn't share it as part of Supersize Your Business, so I want to quickly share it here. It's 5 signs that you love yourself. And all of us need to be continually improving our relationship with ourselves, which is another way of saying self-love. Number 1, you stop worrying about what other people's opinions are. Number 2, you don't need a partner to make you happy. Happiness comes from within you, not from anything outside of you. Number 3, you become more comfortable with your own body and yourself. I don't think I've ever met a person that thinks everything about them is absolutely perfect. Again, unless you're dealing with a narcissist or somebody that's got a little bit of something that they think their doesn't stink. And there are people like that out there, but really some of those people are actually, if you knew how they were thinking and how they were feeling inside, are some of the most insecure, ridiculous people on the planet. So we want to remember that we can be comfortable with our body even if we don't like our nose. Number 4, you value time alone, time with yourself more, meaning you're not afraid to be alone. You can spend time alone thinking and planning and setting your goals, etc. Reading, whatever works for you. Meditating, one of my favorites. And then finally, number 5, you get rid of negative people and negative relationships in your life. And that is a true sign of loving yourself, is when you let go of things that are not for you. So that's the piece of content I created today. Working on some projects. I've got a writing project going. I've got a couple of new groups that we're starting with, which is always exciting and fun. But if I can help you in any way, please hit me up and ask. You can always Voxer me. Voxer is a phone app. It's a walkie-talkie app, which is perfect for somebody like me with vision challenges, because I hear the beep, I push the button, and I can hear immediately your question and message and then respond. So it cuts out all of the trying to type and text and read and email and back and forth. It makes it a really quick, fast, and easy way to respond. We should always be looking for things like that to add to our life, things that automate and make our life easier. And that's just one of my favorites. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.